Well, hello, and welcome, my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. How you doing? Welcome to your What Do I Need to Love read for this June 2020 full moon to new moon next. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, professional witch, professional intuitive president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, and also someone with Venus in Libra. So looking forward to this reading. If you are new to my channel, please do consider liking the video if you like it, subscribing to the channel, and putting out pretty much content every single day, unless I really can't. If you know what I'm talking about from an empathic point of view, we'll get to that. Hit the notification bell if you like, and certainly do comment should you see fit. We're doing these readings a little bit differently this time around. Usually for a full moon to new moon, or a new moon to full moon, I just call them a what do I need? Like, what do I need to know? These are different because of the current situations we are in on planet Earth, particularly in the United States. They retooled them over the weekend, my guides, and said, look, it's all about what do you need to love within yourself, within the world, the problems, what do you need to bring love to, or what do you need to experience the love that you already have? Seems like a bargain to me for a YouTube read. So it is a 6-card draw, pulling one card from 6 different decks to get you clues, tips, and hints, keeping them short enough so you can check your other signs. Please keep in mind these are general. I am not in control of the cards that come up. These have been really wild this time around with the synchronicities with the cards, but also with the messages that are coming through with them. So just please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, check your other signs. Other than that, breathe. Let's breathe our way through this read. I will get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can get you. You can really sense what resonates, what doesn't, and we'll see how this goes. Starting with the Caroline Myss archetype deck. All the decks that I read are in the description box at the very bottom. Let's do this read. Breathe. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please. What is the perfect archetype card? The soul power that the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs will be alchemizing from lead to gold, shadow to light, this full moon in Sagittarius to new moon next in Cancer, June 2020. Please, what can they bring the shadow to light? What is the archetype they need to love, that they need to alchemize, that they need to heal within themselves, or perhaps dealing with in somebody else? This full moon to new moon next, 2020. Just the one. Oh, I guess humidity is back, huh? All right, got it. Please, just one. Cards getting all sticky together. One for the Libra collective. The perfect soul power. We're going with the top card. And why not? The damsel archetype. I was talking to my guides about the damsel archetype this very morning. Why wouldn't it be here now? No, you see that as a thick deck. D-E-C-K. Just making sure I elocute correctly. The damsel archetype. Part of the feminine family of archetypes, and you'll forgive me, I was crying this morning with empathic tidal waves of emotion pouring across the country, so my contact lenses are a little foggy, so just using a little help here. Particularly, this is like yellow ink on a beige card. The shadow attribute of the damsel, I think you'll be familiar with. Waiting for a night, K-N-I-G-H-T, not waiting for tonight, not J-Lo, although maybe. Waiting for a night, K-N-I-G-H-T, to provide for you, jinkies, seduction by romantic illusions. And Lord knows the romantic illusions are high right about now, considering the romantic pressure. What I mean by that is people are feeling lonely, and whenever people are feeling lonely and isolated, that second chakra tends to activate out of a survival thing, and I want my soulmate, and usually what we end up with is twin flame, but that's another conversation. And believe me, twin flames and soulmates ain't the same thing, and it's not what you think unless you've been following me for a while. The light attribute, however, of the damsel, understanding the nature of healthy romance, show me someone who does, please, inspires you to rely on yourself, which is just so the empowering part of the damsel. If you have not seen Ever After by Drew Barrymore, with Drew Barrymore yet, come on, spoiler alert, it's too soon. perfect example of the light damsel, the damsel who rescues herself. And if that's spoiling the movie for you, I'm so sorry. Cope. Deal. I do love the damsel archetype. I have a nice touch of her in my life. Comes and goes. And a knight to provide. Well, if you want to provide for a knight, whoa. You will be here in my arms. Yeah, that's fine for a N-I-G-H-T, K-N-I-G-H-T, but otherwise I'll take a king. Thank you. King or a queen, I can play it either way. Let's keep moving with that. That's like a fun archetype, though. Like, we've had the addict, we've had the slave, we've had some very intense, but it's like, oh, thank you, Libras, the damsel. Let's talk about the damsel for a little bit. Let's see what the angels are going to assist with that, because already that kind of gives that romantic edge to the reading. This is a need to love read, so this may be romantic in nature just because of that archetype. Breathe. Tune. My angels, please, one card in clarity from the Doreen Virtue Healing with the Angels Oracle. What is the healing angel? Extending their hand and their wings wide open to the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This full moon in Sagittarius, the new moon next in Cancer, June 2020. What is the... It's the Healing with the Angels Oracle. What is the Oracle card indicating? The angel that is there for their healing, please. This full moon to new moon next June 20. It's the F word. It's the forgiveness card. Forgiveness. Now look. I've said it many times before. I am both student and teacher of A Course in Miracles, and teaching Course in Miracles to pagans is a trip, particularly because of the F word. Forgiveness, right? It's like, well, can't I just, stick a root vegetable with some black pins at midnight and be done with it? I'm like, you can, but that doesn't necessarily stop anything. Just kind of keeps that wheels on fire, rolling down the road. So with that card of forgiveness here, know that that is where you need to love. You need to do some forgiveness work. Now, forgiveness work, there are all different versions of it, and a lot of them are just toxic as they get, right? So a lot of people call it the F word because of toxic versions of forgiveness, which is why you turn to your own higher self. You turn to your own spiritual authority, the soul. Ask it, how do I forgive this? Give me a version of forgiveness that doesn't make me want to throw up in my mouth. Hello, right? Talk about toxic. Something that actually heals, something that actually works. And for me, that usually doesn't start or end with, but somewhere in there, it's like everybody's in pain. Everybody does what they do that they regret they do or won't acknowledge that they do because they were in pain. Eckhart Tolle, Pain Body, Power of Now, Course in Miracles, Return to Love. I've been studying forgiveness, and so quantum forgiveness, Newtonian forgiveness, which is the old one that doesn't really work. I forgive you. It does nothing. That does nothing. But from a damsel point of view, the angel of forgiveness over a waning moon, consider yourself blessed. Because you're being taught how to forgive, you just need to be willing. Of course, the miracle says it takes a small willingness. What it tells you later is it takes a small willingness consistently applied. There's the difference between the beginning of the book and the end of the book right there. Breathe. Daughters of the Moon, let's ask the goddesses. I'm psyched for this now. Well, I also have to say the Leo, the Virgo, and the Libra, these are what I call the gamut, because I'm Leo rising, Virgo sun, and have Venus and Libra. I have a nice little break until my Pisces moon with these reads. So I'm in. Let's see what we get for you, my goddesses, please. Oh, Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, runs around in a see-through nightie. You've got the damsel archetype here. You are the goddess of damsels. Please, one card in clarity for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What you got for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs this full moon in Sagittarius to new moon next in Cancer? What do they need to love? What do they need to love within themselves? Because we've got the damsel archetype here, so definitely those that romantic aspect, both in the delusional as well as the healthy understanding of that thing of forgiveness there the angels are talking about. So can you please give us a piece of the tarot, a clue, a tip, a hint, please, for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Six of Cups, compassion. Now, compassion here you see obviously with 6 women, one sort of being the recipient, the other 5 being the practitioners, if you will. A laying on of hands, a healing ritual, an emotional healing ritual at the ocean side. Not necessarily in Oceanside, New York, although that is where I was born. It is that equal give and take and exchange of emotion, as well as compassion for yourself, compassion for others. It is the name of the card, compassion, right? But that balance of the 6 of Cups here really does indicate an emotional healing taking place for the Libra collectives in the heart space, but there is forgiveness involved. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes the emotional waves move through you and then you forgive, right? Because sometimes, like the brain, the mind, the ego won't forgive. It's the soul that forgives. So sometimes it's after the receiving of compassion or the extending of compassion that then the forgiveness, it's all sort of dovetailed in there, right? It may be the milk in the batter of the cake that's yet to be baked, but at the end, you pull it out, it's all cake, right? It's in there. The F-bomb is in there. Well, as beautiful as that is, don't worry, we've got the Chuck Spezzano love pack. This thing has been spitting out the problem suit every chance it gets, but it is a waning moon read. It is a what do I need read for a full to new moon. So let's ask the Ascended Masters, Chuck Spezzano love pack. God help us. My Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Give us a piece of the problem, a piece of luck, a piece of grace, or a piece of healing for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs having to do with this, what they need to love this full moon in Sagittarius to new moon in Cancer, June 2020, please. What have you got for them, my masters? Sure enough, another problem card. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. What kind of mistake? One that needs to be forgiven. There, I just sort of musical theaterized that for you. Off the top of my head, look. A Course in Miracles says that sin is an error that God cannot forgive and no such thing exists. Right? So God doesn't need to forgive because God never condemned in the first place. Hey, that's Course in Miracles. Don't jump down my throat. I didn't write the book. What we're looking at here is, what if mistakes were never meant to be punished but were just meant to be corrected? That they are errors. That every error that has ever been made has been made to be corrected, and forgiveness is part of that process of atonement or at-one-ment. There is definitely some tears that are going to be shed here for the Libra collective, and they do feel like they are healing tears, tears of holy water, I call it, when true love moves through us. And mistakes, miscommunications, things taken the wrong way will be revealed and the eyes will be cleared. Just be careful, damsel. This may not be completely in the romantic context you or your ego want it to be in. Just saying. Let's move on quickly, shall we, to the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. To get you a healing mantra for all of this, you know, I find these healing mantra cards to be exceedingly helpful for me on a day-to-day level, but to be honest with you, I have access to them so often, like I don't do them for more than a day or two tops. Where really, if you guys take any of my readings and just write down if there's one card in it and just work it for a week, or in this case, you know, a 2-week period, you're almost guaranteed to see that healing happen, because that's how mantras work. It's not how many times you do them, it's how comfortable is the subconscious mind with the vibration of the soul healing that you are suggesting. It does take a while. It is cultivating. Let's do this. Breathe. Plus your air signs. So it's just really, really good for people, for mantras for air signs. My Ascended Masters, please. You gave us this mistake card. The collective pantheons are talking about the damsel archetype. The angels talking about forgiveness. The goddess herself is saying 6 of Cups, compassion. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of good stuff, but perhaps the recognition of something that was just a mistake, that it wasn't a sin, it wasn't unforgivable, it was completely forgivable. Can you please give us a healing mantra associated with this that will help with that process? The perfect healing mantra for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs this full moon in Sagittarius to new moon in Cancer, June 2020, please. This is the one. Thank you, my masters. Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. There is no mistake. There's only destiny being revealed. Right? There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Welcoming surrender. It's a great card. It really is quite a wonderful card. And when I first got this deck, this was one of the first few ones that I got, and I was going through something too, and boy did I cry. It squeezed the tears out of me. But eventually brought me to a place of great peace. Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. When surrender is welcomed, you are opened to viewing life as the playground of the soul's evolution. Just that thought right there. Open your mind for a second. This entire world, right? You are open to viewing life itself as a playground for my soul's evolution. Not the ego's pleasure or comfort, although it'll get that every now and again if it's lucky. But for my soul's evolution, it's just a different take on it. You are no longer worrying about what to do or where to go. Instead, you are following the gentle, peaceful flow of inner guidance. In surrender, every personal conflict is handed over to Source so as not to distract from the prime objective of evolving your consciousness with the utmost sincerity, love, and compassion for all. Here's your compassion card and a need to love reading. There is a mistake here that can and will be forgiven. This mantra is ideal for eliminating resistance, dealing with anger, and easing an overthinking mind. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Couldn't have happened any other way. It's just the way it was written. This is lovely. This is lovely. And if it is truly in a romantic context, well, that would be lovely. That would be lovely for, you know, like a Three's Company episode. Oh, and all along I thought you meant that, right? You know, like the double entendre thing that they did in every single episode, something misheard or overheard. Ah, blessed be, though I do miss John Ritter. Oh, he was so handsome. His soul still is. Blessed be. Let's get your last card down, my Libras, shall we? I was more of a Chrissy Snow myself. I know you think of me as a Joyce DeWitt, but not so much. Breathe. The higher selves of all involved. Let's get you a whisper of love. Last card down. The higher selves of all involved, I guess my own included. Please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This full moon in Sagittarius to new moon next in Cancer. What is the whisper of love from the higher selves for the Libra collective this full moon to new moon next June 2020, considering the collective is talking about the damsel, the angel's forgiveness, the goddess compassion, Six of Cups, the Ascended Master is a mistake, but one where welcome is, a surrender is welcomed because there is no problem, only destiny being revealed. So what have you got for them, for the Libra collective? That's two cards for the Libra collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, this full moon to new moon next. Appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. There is an opportunity here on this table for the Libra collectives for sure to appreciate, to find the value, the gift in what is being revealed to them in terms of what they need to love. That damsel thing, I can feel the heartstring plucking on that one. Right? What? Something romantic has appeared, but with this angel of forgiveness and compassion here, it's gonna be both ways. It's gonna be forgiving yourself, forgiving the other. It's gonna be forgiveness all the way around. It took two to tango on this one because a mistake was made, or at least the perception of a mistake was made, or something was overheard or just taken the wrong way. And that just to surrender to it because there's not a problem. It's only destiny being revolved. In other words, it had to happen that way. A divine timing thing, an incubation thing, something needed to incubate a bit longer, needed to sit in the oven before something else was done cooking, that kind of thing. and to appreciate this moment, there is something really lovely about this. There is something very much supported by the divine in whatever it is the Libras are going through here, which does feel, I gotta say, on the vibe going on around my heart chakra, this feels like a love thing, a romantic thing that is in need of forgiveness and compassion. So, may the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this full moon to new moon next, that they may forgive with compassion from or to the damsel archetype involved here, to get understanding of the healthy nature of romance, that there wasn't a problem. There was only destiny being fulfilled, revealed here with the welcoming of surrender. And yes, though mistakes may have been made, that now to appreciate this moment as things are coming together and resolving in a way that could not have happened any other way. May they be so blessed for their well-being and for the well-being of all concerned. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you for watching, my Libras, my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. If you like, please do like this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Hit the notification bell. And if it really strikes you that way, comment in the comment section below as well. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this full moon to new moon next, my Libras. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.